Welcome to another edition of Wednesday Business Blitz. Today I will speak to you about role of the leader and what the leader of organization should be doing. So in my opinion, my job as a leader of this company is to learn and share immediately what I learn with my team, and then pick actually few important things from the experiences and or from education that the leader is receiving, because share and implement every little detail that was learned is almost impossible. And the main point of the today's video is differentiators, right? What you as a leader see and what you think fits for your company. Because another point is very hard to bring many things simultaneously, because they will not be effective. And therefore, what I'm doing is from experiences that I'm getting, I'm bringing usually one thing a week, and I'm adding it to my team. And for example, my experience was at 40 years of Zen, and first day immediately what I brought back was the exercise for gratitude. When I explain how this exercise work, and then this week I brought the intention exercise, where I gave everyone a sticky note, and they all wrote their intention for a day. And intention could be, it should sound something like I am. And then you say, I am calm, or I am focused, or I am present, or I am resourceful, whatever their intention is. So there's, again, obviously many things that I've learned during that week. And what I'm doing now is bringing those things in. And as we are celebrating 20 years of the company, this weekend, I'm thinking about this, what really differentiators did I bring over 20 years of being owner of this company. And really this is message for every leader out there, is to find your differentiators, find how you're different from anyone else in the industry, and really stick to it. And for us, for example, our big staple is daily huddles, where we meet every morning and we go around the table, and usually it's about a minute or two for each person, and they say what they're doing, what they're working on today, and it uncovers many interesting things, and let the team see that there's everyone working on something different. And this has been our trade secret for a while, and the same we're doing with technicians. They're all doing daily huddle in the morning, and I believe for someone that doesn't know what it is, it could be seen as big waste of time, because sometimes there is. It's not as effective, but when you do that day in and day out, it's a big benefit. It's a big differentiator for us as a company. And I think this is why we're able to grow, because I stuck to those habits. I stuck to those differentiators. There have been even clips made about this, and people studied it, how we do daily huddle. And another big differentiator, which again I'm staying on our 20-year anniversary theme, is our company birthday. It's also been widely studied by people in the industry, and this is one of the main staples of our culture. And again, I don't know, maybe I'm not looking enough on LinkedIn. If I'm not, please send me. I'll be curious to see how other companies celebrate their birthday, but it's also evolve. And another thing is, right, you have to evolve meaning you look at the previous year, see what worked, get your team around the table, ask what they think worked, what they want to see next year. And same thing, we've progressed some things stayed, some things failed and didn't weren't brought back the next year. But this is our, just want to share real quick with you guys how a company of celebrating birthdays for 20 years, how this day looks like. And I think we're doing it well. I'm getting excited every year. And again, this is our key differentiator. This is what we advertise to the industry and to newcomers, the new team members, that this is how we're different. And they see it because they haven't never, their companies never celebrated their birthday and having a great day for the team members, but we do. So before I do that, again, main message is find yours. It might be something unique to you as a leader, what you like. It might be, I don't know, whatever, a group fishing trip, and or and I don't know, whatever the IT industry do and or factories do. But there's got to be something that a leader can do well and differentiate your company in your industry. So real quick, we start with the breakfast, so catered breakfast. Then I usually do a speech. Sometimes it's long, sometimes it's super long. Then we do like funny videos or video of previous years, so newcomers and new team members can see how much the company changed from how we look, how were we named, the facility, everything, right? Then big staple of ours is a trivia game, big hit, very energetic. We use Kahoot, and about 20-30 questions, and as you know, whoever answers right and first gets the point, wins usually a gift card. Then we evolved and we added the second trivia, where we're gonna be doing trivia on like people uniqueness, right? There might be an ear of someone, you say, hey, whose ear is that? Or someone's shoes, and you have to guess whose shoes is that, and other things, just giving you some simple examples of what the second trivia is about. So those two were a hit. Then we were inviting guests, and that evolved into inviting professional magicians. And this year we're inviting the whole show, magician with the stage and helpers, and he's gonna cut people in half, and finally. And so that's also evolved through the years. And yeah, you need to have a space for that. Yes, there's some certain limitations to what you might be able to do, but if you start with just even quality magician that could do great tricks, it was a big hit with everyone. Then first year we're doing, since we added insulation to our business, we're doing a insulation competition. I'm not going to go into much detail, but teams are going to compete outside, and I'm sure it's going to be fun, and how well they know the machine. And what we're doing is the HVAC guys will do insulation competition, and then insulation people are going to compete in HVAC tricks and skills. They're gonna have to cut ductwork, they're gonna have to cut PVC, they're gonna have to install, connect those ducts. So even though, yes, it's simple, but for someone who've never done it, for us it will be a treat. Well, I'm sure the HVAC guys will get a kick out of the insulation guys doing HVAC work. And we have big lunch, good catered food, again, from good restaurant. Not, hoagies. That's another. I always said, guys, you have to have a standard. Whatever you put out, that's your standard taste. If your standard is hoagie, well, that's your standard. Then expect hoagie people to work for you. That's what you put out, what you're gonna get. And then after lunch, we usually have a lot of game stations set up. Volleyball, ping pong is a big hit. There have been competitions for ping pong, arm wrestling. People are grilling, listening to music. Last year we had a nice sculpture, and drinks were pouring out of this ice sculpture. Even though I'm very, very, as people know me, health conscious person, and advocating only for not drinking too much, but hey, it's your company birthday. You could probably drink out of the ice sculpture. It's okay. And quickly day goes by, and there's many, again, there's many stations that set up. And a few years we did like funny rallies and sprints with eggs and using some prompts, and it's been in 4 o'clock and no one wants to go home, and then we start cleanup. So the whole day is literally nonstop. And obviously, not obvious, shouldn't say obviously, but at the end is a custom cake that we're getting, and that's many times is a big surprise. What kind of shape of cake and what it's gonna look like. So for myself, I'm sweating the whole day. Just because of there's almost never a break. And hey, and again, that's why we're different. Yes, it costs money. We don't work that day. Everyone gets paid, sure, if you look at it from that standpoint. But for me, it's memories. It's a team building exercise. And again, it's a differentiator. If you want to take anything from today, is to find your differentiator, bring to your team, and implement one by one. Even small, like setting up intention every day, I believe that really helps everyone to start working on themselves. My goal here as a leader to improve, so people improve themselves like one by one. I'm leading by example. I'm exposing to some ideas. Some will stick, some will not. But something simple as 10, 12 sticky notes and people writing a note, and then they can regroup during the day if they lose their concentration or they forget, like, what am I here today? What was my intention? What I was supposed to do? They look at the sticky note, it brings back them to what they're here today. So I wish you to find your differentiator and tell everyone. And we all can only win when our competition is as good as us. I always firmly believe that we should not compete on the price. We should compete on these differentiators and the culture, and then let the best company win. See you in the next one.